A nationwide pilot shortage, an industry lacking diversity, and a local school stepping forward with a bold solution. I'm Allie Harris with American Dream TV, and today we are here at LookUp Flight Academy, a local flight academy making aviation history for becoming the first Black-owned flight academy in Gwinnett County, and gaining national attention for its mission to change who's getting access to the skies. Let's look into it. LookUp Flight Academy has recently earned widespread media attention for pledging $1 million in scholarships with the goal of training 1,000 diverse pilots. This initiative has been praised by major media outlets, shining a spotlight on a mission that's both timely and transformative. At the center of this movement is the founder and CEO, Michael Ojo. Thank you so much for having us here today.
Of course.
So your vision far exceeds that of flight training. How did you even come up with the idea for LookUp Flight Academy?
This whole thing for me started when I wanted to scratch an itch. And I got my license 10 years ago, and I also put out content. So through my flight training, all the lessons I got, I would put it up on YouTube and hopefully get somebody to get excited about it. When the pandemic hit, and I saw this opportunity for pilots, and there's still a pilot shortage, no matter what anybody says. But more so, the core mission behind this for me is helping folks build generational wealth. And so the true mission behind LookUp Flight Academy is how can we get our folks into a high-paying profession? Because we know even if it's a single pilot, a professional pilot can change the whole dynamic of a whole family or a generation.
So you've pledged $1 million in scholarships
Yes.
to train 1,000 pilots.
Yes.
Why that goal?
What's making this space and professional more difficult or more challenging, I wouldn't say difficult, is funding or access to funding. So since the inception of the school, we've actually been helping some of our students who run out of money. So it's just a matter of now we're amplifying it, and we're letting the public know so they know, one, that we exist, and also the core mission behind what we're doing. But more so, we're helping people get started by funding either the ground class or time in the airplane or simulator. And then during the process, we can then gauge, okay, you're a great candidate to get to the airlines or whichever the case may be.
With FAA Part 141 certification, LookUp Flight Academy now offers an even more structured, career-focused training pathway, solidifying its role as both a community resource and a professional pipeline for the aviation industry. So this is where their journey begins?
Absolutely. This is where the first magic happens. Every single student that comes through our doors, we start them here, ground class. And this is actually one of my favorite spots in the building. I call it the fire hose segment because you have such a short period of time to get so much knowledge. And then once you're done here, then you transition to the sim and or the airplane. Which, by the way, I know you want to see the plane, so
yes,
I'm gonna hand it over to David. That's his thing. He loves the plane a lot more than some of us here, but he'll show you around in the hangar.
We're here with David Delgado, the Managing Director of LookUp Flight Academy. So tell me about this plane.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
This is a 2025 Viper SD4, literally the most modern light sport aircraft in training today. Our systems are made for you to be seamless from here to commercial, right? So we'll go ahead and get in it, we'll go ahead and explain more in depth about it, and then explain why this plane versus someone else's. You want to get in it?
Absolutely. Let's go.
So now that you're in, how do you feel?
Nervous as heck.
Nervous, absolutely. So here's the craziest thing about the plane. This is what we love about our planes. This is why we got our planes, using this type of technology. So these are called all glass avionics. So there's no more of the old 1960s technology. There's no more steam gauges and tapping on it, making sure it works, right? We have this type of technology where it will tell you if somebody's around you. It will tell you your altitude and your pitch, and all in one screen and not 6 different things that we're all looking at the same time.
All right, I want to see what it's like to fly one of these things.
Sure.
Let's go.
All right. Here we are in the simulator, right? This is literally a 1-for-1. What does that mean? So everything that you see here besides our screens is literally real. So you come in here, we have Delta pilots, Spirit pilots, American Airlines pilots. They have something called CE, continuing education. It's to keep them within standards to continue to be able to fly. So you come in here,
Keep their skills sharp.
Yeah, get the skills sharpened and make sure that their skill is the same way that it needs to be per FAA standards. So you have something called redundancy. So what you do on your side is exactly going to mimic on my side. Okay. So the instructor sits on this side while the student sits on that side. So God forbid, if you're doing something wrong, I could correct you a little bit and take controls.
In an industry facing a growing pilot shortage, LookUp Flight Academy is doing more than just filling seats. It is reshaping the future of aviation by expanding who gets to fly. I'm Allie Harris with American Dream TV, reminding you that progress begins when we lift others higher.